Hey guys, my name is Crazy Penguin, and this is another quick tutorial for CubeWorld. This time I'm going to show you a small handful of some really great practices, things that you can do to make your life in CubeWorld better. Stuff like always restocking and flash when you leave town. But you already knew that, so let's move on to some of the things that are less common, but even more helpful. My first tip to you is to create some extra single-player worlds, especially if you play on a server. Have you ever been out in the middle of nowhere and you wish you could deck out your new weapon, or you run out of potions, or maybe you're busy farming someplace and you just don't want to leave? It could be a total pain in the ass if you want to make it to the nearest town. One of the first worlds I created in single player was simply there, so I always had a character logged out in a town. You can use any seed, it really doesn't matter. You just run your guy to the nearest town. It won't take but a couple minutes to set up, and then whenever you go to this map, you'll be in town, you'll be able to do whatever you want before you make it back to the world that you were playing in. I use the same seed as the server that I play in, because I know the town inside and out, and it happens to be the default multiplayer seed, which is 26879, if you wish to use it for whatever reason. The next single player world I made was for transferring items. Over time I've collected tons of gear, especially using the methods and locations from my other videos. And while you have an unlimited inventory, it can be really annoying to carry so much stuff at one time. If you drop something in a single player world, and you change characters, it'll still be there on the ground for the other guy. The seed for the server doesn't matter at all whatsoever. Every character spawns in at the exact same location, so you don't even need to bother running to town or anything. And this leads into my next quality of life tip. Create at least one character as a mule. You can have an infinite number of characters, so for me and all the items that I've collected, I chose to make a mule for every level bracket. It's a little overkill, but it makes finding things a cinch. Using the world that you set up for transferring items, you can dump any number of items over to your mule or mules. This way you keep all the interesting gear for your characters without it feeling like a burden. Keep in mind that if you're feeling a little weak on any of your characters, you can always take the gear that you've stored and adapt it down to your level for free. So now you should have a couple worlds for some specific situations, some others that you might want to create, maybe some place that you can explore and simply play in, or maybe some seeds that you'd like to farm. And if you're specifically looking for a really great place to farm, you can check out my last video, annotation on the screen, link in the description, and I'll have more for you in the future. And there's one last thing that I can think of that might not apply to anyone, but definitely helps quality of life, and that's if you're getting lag in game. Try running the game in windowed mode. For whatever reason, I've had the worst lag, and as soon as I did that, everything was good as new. So maybe you should give it a shot. But that's all I got for now. If you have some other quality of life tips that can make a person's CubeWorld experience better, be sure to leave them in the description down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, because you're awesome like that, and subscribe if you want some more quality CubeWorld videos. My name is Crazy Penguin, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video, guys.